Now, whilst we're here, let's go into the stroke panel and take a look at one other option. Let's go ahead and show the options there. We could also add our rounded cap at the end just to smooth that off. And down here at the bottom is a very nice little feature called Profile. This is kind of cool. If we pull up the options here, we can apply a profile that changes the width of the stroke as it goes along. This is very different to using brushes. That's a whole separate side of Illustrator. But this profile option is new in CS5 and I just think is really very nice. It's a very cool and easy way to style your strokes but make them editable as we move forward. So I really just wanted to point that out very quickly for you. Now I'm going to go ahead and close that up because I do want to show you one other option here. If you look down in your swatches palette, now you probably won't see this, or you'll see some of it but not all of it. But I've noticed here that I've spelt flag red wrong. I've actually spelt it glag red, which I think is hilarious. Now I could tell you that I did this on purpose to show you a cool workaround, but you probably wouldn't believe me. However, if I do make the project files here too perfect, you're not actually going to be presented with challenges that you would undoubtedly face in the real world, so perhaps this is a blessing in disguise. Now, as you can see, what's basically happened is we copied and pasted our logo artwork in. You remember the new logo we created at the bottom of our page, and that had a swatch in it called flag red. Because I generated one by mistake in here called glag red, we have two. Not the end of the world, but it would be much better if they were one and the same name, okay? Now, this doesn't mean that we have to go through the whole document and select one or the other where it's been used and reapply the new swatch to it. What we can do is a function called merge swatches. So I quickly want to show you that because, like I say, you cut and paste from other documents, this thing can happen. So I'm going to deselect just so we don't recolor anything else, and this is a very simple process. I'm going to select flag red as our swatch because this is the one we want to keep. Then I'm going to hold down Command or Control on the PC and click on the other one, glag red. Now, like I say, you probably won't have this because I'm sure you spelt it right. If those two are now selected in that order, the first one is the one you wish to keep, you can now come up here to the swatches panel and go ahead and choose merge swatches. All right. Anything on the page that then used the old color has now been merged in to use the new one. Now, one thing you might also see is we created a swatch earlier called dense black. You'll notice that the dense black that was in our logo file doesn't have a space in it. So essentially, we have the same issue. So it's up to you whichever one you want to keep. We can go ahead and select dense black first, Command or Control click on the PC on the second swatch, and once again, go back up to the flyout and choose to merge those swatches. All right, so just a little bit of simple housekeeping there, but like I say, this is a situation you may come across, and I'm glad that I actually got to point it out to you.